Hi, welcome back to my channel, According to Kat. If you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below. If you're returning, just say hi. So I have some more fall DIYs for you again. I love fall. I love decorating for fall. I love the weather of fall. I love the holidays in fall, like Thanksgiving. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would invite you to do so. I upload at least 2 times a week, and I like to do DIYs on a budget. I like to upcycle. I love Dollar Tree DIYs. I like thrifting, things like that. If that interests you, please consider subscribing and clicking that bell. Every time I upload a new video, you will be notified. So if you don't want to miss out, click the bell. Also, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps my channel grow. Okay, so what are we going to be making today?
Okay, so today we're going to be using Dollar Tree products to make a small fall vignette. I'm going to be taking 3 botanical prints from the internet and creating a wall piece, along with, we're going to be creating that really cool label on that vase and adding some willows, along with this simple candle rock DIY. If you want to learn how to make all 3 of these, please stay tuned.
If you would like to know what supplies I've used, please check out the description box. If you're confused about any of my products or have any questions for me, please leave me a comment down below. I read everybody's comments. With all that being said, let's get into the video.
Okay, so DIY number 1, Botanical Prints Decor. I am taking this piece of lumber that I got for 50 cents from the Habitat for Humanity Restore. I'm taking this Waverly Chalk Paint in moss, and I am taking a piece of sandpaper from the Dollar Tree, and I'm lightly just running over that piece of wood. I don't really need to do much, but I'm just getting it ready to paint. That little indention in the wood was there. I didn't really know what I would use this for, so that's going to be covered up. I am just pouring a little of the paint on, and I am spreading it out with my paintbrush. I gave it 1 even coat. I didn't feel I needed to give it 2 coats. I have these 3 prints, botanical prints that I got from the internet. I will leave a link down below. And these 3 8x10 frames from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to prepare these 3 frames by taking out the back, that little slip of paper, and the glass. Now, the cardboard back, I am ripping off anything that's back there just because I think it's going to pull away from the lumber when I glue it on. So I am just pulling all that off. I'm giving each piece of glass a cleaning on both sides. I insert the glass back in, and now I will take my botanical print and cut them to size. If you're using 8x10 frame, you're just going to cut around where the color is. They are made to be 8x10. I am putting on the back, and the first one's ready. Now here's the second one. And the third one. I'm getting that ready. I'm cutting that. Again, these are fall botanical prints. And here's a quick recap of all 3 prints. They're so pretty. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing, I'm going to be measuring a couple inches in to where I want to put my frame on the right side of the decor piece. So I line it up, and then I get my fix-all glue from the Dollar Tree. And before I add that, I want to make some lines lightly on my wood piece, just so it's easier once I glue this to find the right placement. I am taking the fix-all glue and putting it on both sides, and then some hot glue to hold it instantly. Just a couple, 3 little blobs on each side. That'll hold it in place until the fix-all dries. Okay, I'm doing it to the left side. I measured in a couple inches as well, and I am putting that on the left side of the decor piece. And as for the middle, I gauged it with my eye. I kind of looked at where it would be in the center and gave it even space on both sides. And there you go. Now DIY number 2, vase with handcrafted label. This I think is my favorite. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take that same Waverly Chalk Paint in moss and give this vase from the Dollar Tree a good coating. So I will have to give this vase another coat to make sure it's fully covered. I take my paintbrush and I take some of that moss paint and I go in the inside just a little bit. I go down a couple inches just in case you can see down on the inside when I have my greenery or my flowers or my willows or what have you in it. This is a square piece of cardboard. It is white on one side and cardboard color on the other side. I am taking my utility knife and I am cutting a couple inches that would fit a piece of burlap ribbon through the back and then out the other side. I am just gauging how long I think it is. You can measure if you want and see how it will go in one side and out the other side. I am kind of holding it up to my vase and I notice it's a little big, so I realize I want to cut that down to make that label a little smaller. So I use this cutting tool that I got a long time ago when I was getting married, and it still comes in handy. It's not the best, but it works. All right, so there we go, nice and straight, and I like that much better. So the next thing I get is a few prints off of the internet, and they are like Parisian prints. I choose that one up there in the left-hand corner. I cut it out and I hold it up and I say that's a good fit. So these stencil wheels I get at the Dollar Tree. This one is a floral stencil wheel, and I wanted to make it look almost like wallpaper. So I take my mineral chalk paint and my Waverly Chalk Paint in white, and I mix them together because I wanted the color to be very muted, like almost the same color as the paper, but with a little tinge of that mineral color. So I am going over that stencil. Look how pretty that is. Do you see it? It's very faint, but in person you can see it more. Now I move my stencil, add some more. I just brush right over it. I have it right off the edges of my paper. And I'm going to keep taking this round stencil wheel, moving it around that piece of cardboard until it's all filled up. Again, I wanted it to look like what do they call it? Damask wallpaper. Am I even saying that right? I think so. So there we go. If you are enjoying this video so far, please like and subscribe. Okay, we're back. So let's glue on this piece. So I take some spray adhesive and I put it onto the back. Okay. Problem was that a piece of, I think, paint or something got on it, and I tried to wipe it off and it got all wet and ruined, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I cut out another one of those Parisian prints, and after my second coating, I let that dry. I took my Mod Podge spray in gloss, and I gave my label one good coat, let that dry before I gave it another coat. Do you see it's kind of like shining? I wanted that gloss look for this label. I also did Mod Podge spray the back of it, just because that Mod Podge protects and I didn't want the back to like get moisture on it or something. I take this burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree and I cut it into a little V just so it's easier to slip through the back. So I go in one side and then I pull my ribbon and I then make it come out the other side. The other side you need to do a little finagling. I don't know if I didn't make the line big enough or what. I got it through, but I had to do a little more finagling. Okay, so now I'm going to pull that through. Okay, so here is the label, and this is what I will be wrapping around the vase. And do you see the light shining off of it? Oh, I loved the way this turned out. This is so pretty. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is try to adhere this to the vase. What I did was I used some super glue, and you know they have that gel at the Dollar Tree. It did not work. So I am taking my hot glue, pushing down the ribbon a little bit, and then I will use the same hot glue to adhere it to the vase, and that worked so much better. Just went around the whole label, the cardboard label, and I held it up until it caught, and then I let go of those ribbons, and then I pressed it with my hand. There we go. And I smoothed it out. If it needed it right in the corners, I added a little bit of hot glue and then checked around it to make sure it was adhered properly. Okay, make sure if you have old scissors, look at this. It just chewed that apart. Like, I don't know, save them for when you don't care if you mess your scissors up type of thing, or you don't want to mess your good scissors up type of thing. These are my new ones, so I cut it much cleaner with this. Those blue scissors have had their day. All right, so I am gluing this on. I know what you're thinking. Why are you doing that with your fingers? I don't learn, people. I don't learn. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, putting some more glue on, hot glue, and bringing the other piece back. Smoothing it out, and then whatever like pieces are frilling out, I just cut off to make that smooth. I take these red willows from the Dollar Tree. I take 3 of them. And I noticed they're kind of like falling all over the place in there. So I want to secure them more so that they stand straight up. So I just take some butcher paper or craft paper from the Dollar Tree. Some people ask where you can find the rolls of this. You will find it in my Dollar Tree. I find it with the wrapping paper and stuff. So I crumble up some pieces and I just place it inside the vase, and it holds my willows straight up then. I fan them out, and there you go. Oh my gosh, that label is so cool. In person, it even looks cooler because you can see that slight change. All right, not really a DIY number 3, our candle holder. Okay, so I took off the sticker. I got this from the Dollar Tree, and these rocks are also from the Dollar Tree. And I fill it up about 3/4 of the way. I take a small white votive candle, and I place it inside. Okay, now I am taking some twine. I cut a piece that's big enough to wrap around about 3 times, and I just kind of bunch it up and I burn it, get the fuzz off. I know what you're thinking, it's a little too close to your hands. I think I'm becoming a little too comfortable with that. You know what I should get? I should get like tongs or something, and then I'll hold it and I won't risk burning myself. So I take a little hot glue and take the twine, kind of glued a little piece on so it stayed. Now I'm gluing the front where I wrapped it, and I'm giving it a good knot. That little bit of glue in the front will hold the knot in place until I tie it, and then I will add a little more hot glue to hold that in place. The vase is kind of like a V, like V-shaped, so it was hard to wrap that around, so I needed a little hot glue to help hold it in place. All right, so I take my favorite lamb's ear. You know, I love these. These are from Walmart. You get 2 big bunches for $2. And I think this is a good deal because I think they're so pretty. So I put the 2 in there, and there we go. You know how I like to do things in 3s. So that's why I did 3 DIYs. The final reveal, my favorite part of the video. Here we go. So I have this on the table in my dining room, and there are the 3 botanical prints. I have my vase right next to there with the candle and rocks, and then I have the vase with the label and the willows, and I absolutely love how that looks. The willow vase is definitely my favorite for the day. Which one would you say is your favorite? Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, please share this video with anyone who would want to make this. And if you found this video helpful and enjoyable, please give my video a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you hit that bell, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Yeah, it's that easy, everyone.
So I hope you liked everything I made today. I'm so excited about everything. I love these fall DIYs and I hope you did as well. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye!